Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties, powered by eXp Realty. I'm a residential real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina. And today is my real estate market update. And I'm going to focus my update on Raleigh and Durham. So I live in Raleigh. I sell a lot of homes in Raleigh. I spend a lot of time in Raleigh. There's a lot of great restaurants here. There's great music venues, comedy, things like that. So I do spend a lot of time in Raleigh. I love it here. But I also spend a lot of time in Durham. I sell a lot of homes there as well. But I also love to go to Durham because there's the Durham Performing Arts Center, Durham Bulls Stadium. There's great restaurants there as well. So since I spent a lot of time in these two cities and I sell a lot of homes there, I thought I would focus my real estate market update on those two cities today. And we'll look at what happened month over month in March, and then we'll compare, since we're through the first quarter. It's hard to believe we're already through the first quarter. We'll look at what happened in the first quarter of 2024 compared to the first quarter of last year. So I'm going to share my screen and I will get right into it. So a little bit different format today. I'm going to look at a chart in this chart instead of the trend line. But we're looking at the city of Durham, and these stats right up here are going to show you what happened in the month of March. So when you look at change in new listings, so the number of listings in March 2024 versus March 2023, we're down 3.3%. Closed sales were down 21%. So our inventory is low. In fact, Raleigh and Durham inventory levels are below a 2-month supply. This is very low inventory. And that's one of the things that has kept the pressure on prices. As you can see right here, the median sales price for the month of March was up 2.6. And I always like to look at the average sales price. That was up 5.2% in Durham. So the average sales price in Durham is $466,000, and that was for the month of March. What happened in the first quarter? Well, you can see new listings were up a little bit, which is great news. March really is we're getting into the spring market starting in March. So a lot of people will put their homes on the market in March. There's more buyers in the market during this time as well. So it's not uncommon to see new listings increase this time of year because there's more buyers out in the market. Our closed sales were down 15%. So we started out a little bit, very low inventory levels. I can show you a trend line in a little bit of what the inventory has looked like specifically for Durham. We haven't had a lot of homes available for sale. So sales are down. That makes sense. And then the median sales price and the average sales price both up when compared to the first quarter of last year. Average days on market, not a huge change, 57 days versus 49 days. But that I'll show you a trend line as well that shows that the days on market has been trending down since January. So that is what's gone on in Durham in March and in the first quarter versus last year. Looking at Raleigh, again, this top part just focuses on the month of March. So new listings were up 0.3%, change in closed sales down 12.4%. But again, we see that same trend, low inventory levels. There's still buyers in the market. That kept pressure on prices. Change in median sales price up 10.1%. And then when we look at the average sales price for the month of March, up 8.2%. Average sales price in Raleigh, $556,000. So, but when we look over at the quarter, the first quarter versus last year's first quarter, new listings up 16%. This is great news. There's more options for buyers today. And again, that's that same trend, which I'll show you a trend line. We've seen it tick up over the last few months because more people put their home on the market in March, April, and May. And that's really our busiest time of year. Closed sales are down 6%, so not quite as much as Durham. And the average sales price and the median sales price when compared to the first quarter of last year is up in both cases, almost 4% for the median and almost 6% for the average. Our average days on market, 51 days, so down 20%, but not a huge difference. And again, we'll see the same trend that we saw for Durham when we look at our trend line. So that's really comparing March and the first quarter of 2024. We'll look at our trend line here, which you can see the average sales price here, flat from January to February, but then it started to tick up from February to March. So March was a really busy month in real estate. So that is not surprising. As you go into the spring market, you have more buyers come into the marketplace. There's more competition. And we do still see homes that get multiple offers, not like we used to when it was really at the peak of the market, you would see homes get 20, 25 offers the first few days on the market. If we get multiple offers today, it's 2 or 3. That's still great. That still puts pressure on prices, which is what is causing this increase. Month supply, I mentioned earlier, you can see, especially for Durham. Durham has trended down significantly. A 1.1 month supply of homes available for sale in the month of March. That's definitely what's impacting the closed sales, the decline in closed sales that we saw earlier. And you can see Raleigh trended up from February to March, but still very low, 1.5 months supply of homes. And I know I say this a lot, but a 6-month supply is a normal and balanced market. Days on market, I mentioned there's a trend line. So you can see where we started in January. And as we got into the new year, the days on market has trended down because once you get through the holidays, buyers start coming out and they start looking for homes and they're getting ready for the spring market and things like that. So it's not uncommon to see this trend line and see it trending down as we're getting more into the spring market. Homes available for sale. Durham has been trending down. Raleigh's been relatively flat and then ticked up just a little bit last month, but still down from compared to last year. And then new listings as well. You can see December, we were kind of at the bottom and then we started trending up. Again, sellers don't want to put their home on the market during the holidays. You don't have as many buyers out during that time, but the buyers that are out during the holidays are definitely serious. So that's why I tell people, like, don't hold back. If you want to put your home on the market during the holidays, there's still buyers out there, and those buyers that are out and they're shopping over the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas and that, they're definitely serious buyers. But you can see we got to a low point in December and we've been trending up because more and more people are like, okay, we're through the holidays, we're getting to the spring market, let's get ahead of it. So we've seen that trend line trending up, and hopefully we'll see it continue to see it go up. I know a lot of folks have said, I get a lot of questions from clients with regard to interest rates and what's going on with that. And isn't that going to impact real estate sales? And it does. I mean, it's definitely softened the demand, but we still have a lot of demand in this market. I mean, Raleigh and Durham are one of the top places to live in the country. We have a lot of businesses moving here. They're bringing their employees here. It's also a top destination for retirement. Last year, Raleigh ranked 7th as the 7th best destination to live during retirement. So we're also attracting a lot of people who are coming here to retire. So you have people moving here for jobs, people moving here for retirement. You also have a lot of retirees that are following their kids and grandkids here who are moving here for jobs, because I work with a lot of those folks. I get those phone calls that our grandkids recently moved to Durham or they live in Raleigh and we want to be closer to them. So we do still have a lot of demand in the area. So even though the interest rates are higher, there are still buyers in the market. If you're a seller, we have very low inventory. I wouldn't let the higher interest rates hold you back from putting your home on the market. I tell people, if you need to make a move, if your situation has changed and you need to make a move, it's worth exploring, because if you can afford it at higher rates, you do have less competition. There are still buyers in the market, but not as many as there will be as rates start to come down. And at this point, we don't know what will happen with rates, because inflation, they recently announced is higher. So now the Feds aren't sure if they're going to reduce rates this year. And if they did reduce rates, that's going to have an impact on mortgage rates. So the more mortgage rates go down, the higher the demand is going to get. So if you can get ahead of it, that's a smart thing to do. So what's going on in the real estate market today in Raleigh and Durham? When we look at what is active and coming soon, we have almost 1,400 homes available for sale. This includes new construction homes. I watch new construction a lot just because we're finally through the supply chain issues. So it seems like new construction has really gotten back on track. I do a lot with new construction, and as I'm out and about, I'm hearing more and more from on-site sales agents that I work with that, hey, we have more and more quick move-in homes coming available for sale, every single month. So that's great to see. So, any new construction home that is in here and in this active available for sale and coming soon, if it's in here, it is likely a quick move-in home. It's going to be somewhere in that construction process. So they may have just poured the slab, for example, or it could be almost done. So out of 1,387 homes in Raleigh and Durham, when we look at new construction, 508 are new construction homes. And this isn't even everything, because not all of the builders post all of their quick move-in homes on the MLS. Sometimes they have them listed in the sales office, but they don't actually put them in the MLS until they reach a certain point of construction. So there could be more new construction options out there. So if you're a buyer in the market today and you're considering new construction, definitely reach out to me. I can help you figure out what is available for sale in some of these new construction communities. What is under contract today? 1,700 homes, just over 1,700 in Raleigh and Durham, currently under contract. These will close sometime in the near future. How many are new construction is the question. 649. So that's a lot of new construction homes. So those could be pre-sales that have been added to the MLS. They could also be quick move-in homes that were listed in the MLS. But out of all the homes that are currently under contract, 649 are new construction. What has closed so far this month? We're almost 3 weeks into the month of April. 487 homes have closed in Raleigh and Durham. And obviously that number will continue to grow. How many are new construction? 74. So that is the real estate market update for Raleigh and Durham this month. We looked at the month of March, the first quarter, and what's going on today. I hope that information is helpful. If you have questions on the real estate market or you want more information on your neighborhood or your town, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to provide any of that information to you. If you're considering relocating to the area and you want more information on Raleigh, Durham, or any of our surrounding cities like Cary, Apex, Wake Forest, Wendell, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. I have a lot of videos on there. There's community tours, city tours. There's buyer tips if you're buyers in the market today that might help you. There's seller tips if you're thinking about getting ready to sell. And there's more information on the real estate market. So feel free to check out my YouTube channel. Welcome to Raleigh. You can subscribe, hit the little bell, and get notified anytime a new video is uploaded. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and I hope you have a great day.